Hello, and you are joining us for Prime Retro Reviews. I am Amy.
I am Nick. Hello.
Hello! And today,
Hello.
it's been a while since I know it's been back to back, but actually it's been several weeks since we've really recorded. It's great,
It's
right?
been several weeks. Yeah, it's
Yes. So we're getting back
kind of
into it.
nice.
Yeah. So today we are concluding our 5 episode opener retro review of Transformers Prime. The show broadcasted for the first time a little over 2 years ago, November 2010, right after Thanksgiving Day weekend in the USA
Wow,
on the Hub.
that's
I
crazy.
know it's 3 years ago. Wow, it's crazy.
Where's
Okay,
time?
well I said 2 years ago, but yeah, cause yeah. Oh,
2 years, 4 months.
2 years, 4 months, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so the production is owned and created by Hasbro. The first episode was broken up into five 22-minute parts, and today we are reviewing the last, part 5 of Darkness Rising. Yeah. It was rising, man. Actually,
Yep,
the zombies rising.
exactly. Uh-huh. A
So,
lot of zombies. A lot of
lots of,
zombies.
yeah. Season 1 and 2 is available from Shout Factory or Amazon and iTunes as well, which we've previously talked about. So please check out our previous reviews right here on RFC or on YouTube at TF Network channel. Season 3 is near upon us. It
Oh,
premieres
finally.
March 22nd on the Hub. That's in 2 weeks from the time of this recording. Are
I'm
you
excited.
excited?
I'm more than excited. I'm like, yes, finally. You
Yes.
know, my ponies are finished for the season. Now I got my robots. So
Fantastic. We
if
won't
I
give
can't
out,
have one, I get the other.
yeah. So we won't give out any spoilers on what will be this season other than it's called Beast Hunters. But if you're net savvy, you can find the details of some of the episodes that have been announced at this point. So, but we will most definitely be watching season 3.
Yes, we will. Yes, we will.
Yes. And you can stay tuned for more Transformers news on tformers.com. So, that being said, let's wrap up the latest episode or the last episode of the show opener. So, part number 5. Well, as in last episode, Jack is not with the bots. So RC drives up and has a heart to heart because she's not ready to say goodbye. It's like, oh.
Oh,
Meanwhile, the
she's
bot.
such a girl.
I know
She
she is
tries
such a
not to be
girl.
a girl, but she's a girl.
She's such a girl. Yeah. Oh, good times. So meanwhile, the bots back at Autobase find where that the space bridge is that was hinted at in episode 4, and it's a little out of reach because it's in space. Yeah,
Oh,
and
oh.
well, the ground bridge that they have technically can't reach that far, and the risk is if it's too far, that the connection will snap, leaving their particles all over space. Ew. Very messy.
Ew,
Yeah.
robot goo.
But Prime makes the call that they will have to chance it or risk facing a Cybertron-sized zombie horde. Because zombie
That's a
horde,
big horror.
yeah, yeah. Well, and you got to make sure that they don't take over the Earth, right? That this is your new home.
Yeah.
So at that
What the?
point, QRC with a very convinced Jack that he's back, and they drive up. But he's like, "Guess who's here?" Just in time to say goodbye again. No. Well. Yeah. The humans have to say goodbye
Oh,
as the
forgot.
bots
Ratchet's
mountain up.
thrilled about this,
Oh
really.
yeah, we're getting there. But not before Ratchet says, "If you leave me here alone, I'll never forgive you." Things would have turned out much differently if they'd all died and Ratchet was the only one left.
Oh, God. Poor Ratchet. Ratchet would be like, this is it. I'm
Yeah.
just going to chop my own head off.
Take me apart, the spare parts, because that's all I'm worth for now, right?
Turn me into scrap.
Yeah. It's like, kill me now. I'm the only one left. Poor Ratchet. I'm glad that
Uh,
they all survived, though. Okay, so off the guts go into the final frontier, and the ground bridge works. They were worried that it might, but it did. It does. They arrive before Megatron and the ship, and it's them against the Nemesis, which only makes Megatron laugh. Um, but all is not in Megatron's favor, as the Nemesis has sustained a bit of damage, courtesy of Bulkhead when he was playing Papa Bear last episode.
Oh
Booyah!
yeah, forgot about that. Yeah, he
Because
does.
the
Uh-huh.
radio satellite has been destroyed. Well, yeah,
Mhm.
damaged. So only Soundwave has been already deployed to another space dish or something to find out where to send their Dark Energon payload. Oh, they thought they had it,
Mhm.
but no. Okay.
Soundwave.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah, here we go. Yeah, this space dish that he's off to find is like one that happens to be on Earth. It's the Very Large Array in New Mexico, as compared to their fictional giant-sized array in Texas, as they say in the episode. I was like, at first I thought, did they say that wrong? Because the first thing I thought, Very Large Array, I know is in New Mexico because I used to drive past it. When we go to different places, we'd go vacationing, and I'd actually gone past that Very Large Array a couple times because where I grew up, it wasn't too far away. And so when they said that, I thought, oh, is this a mistake? Because like actually no, they called it a giant-sized array. So they made up their own fictional one for Texas. Now I don't know why that
Okay.
was, because either they didn't do their research or they just made up that detail because they needed permission to use the VLA. I'm not quite sure. It
The
doesn't make sense
government's
that they
after
would.
him.
Yeah, because I didn't think that the VLA was copyrighted, but
Uh,
I don't know. Maybe just to cover all their bases, they just made up their own. But I was like,
yeah.
oh, so it almost sounds like it's wrong, but it's not because it's not the Very Large Array, it's the giant sized array.
I'm so glad you know that. That's awesome.
Yeah, well, I just knew about the Very Large Array because I'm kind of a geek in science things. And I have a son that's like really into those geeky things too. So
Oh, that's
there you go.
cool. That's
Yeah.
so cool.
So either way, all of our bases are covered because they made up their own fictional sized array. So there you go. Either way, that's where Soundwave has gone, and Agent Fowler isn't up to par to alert the area to incoming danger. So Raph tries to hack the system, but they have this firewall thing that's too thick. So Jax jumps in to say, "Well, if we were on the inside, could you do it?" And he's like, Prime's not okay with that, but Jack makes a good
No.
argument. Coming from the guy that at the very beginning, at the very end of fourth, he's like, I don't want to have anything to do with this because it's not your
Yep.
safety. Anyhow, okay, he's like,
I
yeah,
think he likes to look after Raph, though.
yeah, he does, but he is
Yes.
kind of putting them in danger in a sense because,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
But then he says, okay, our safety, yeah, important. But if what you say is true, the whole planet is at risk and more than just 3 humans. And so Raph goes, okay, let's go do it.
And Miko was on board before.
Oh yeah, she's just a crazy chick, so this is why we love her so much, right?
Yeah. I like
Oh,
Miko. I
yeah.
know a lot of people don't like Miko, but I like Miko.
So in space, the cons attack. On Earth, the humans, they ground bridge. And a big force in space, a little force against one con. Will they persevere?
Let's see. It's the
Hmm.
beginning of a new show. I'm gonna guess yes.
Yes, okay. So the kids get in, Raph hacks, and Soundwave is there right next door. So Raph is going to get a copy of the code that he's seeing that he's using or whatever. And the info the cons are using in the system to piggyback on the connection. Soundwave has they piggyback on the connection that Soundwave has already made. And the dishes are moved into position as Raph punks them and interferes. Soundwave discovers that they are there, and then he deals with the kids. He gets the upper
This is
hand.
where this is where I think Soundwave is like the Grim Reaper.
Yeah,
He is so creepy cool, and he doesn't say a thing. He's just there, and he makes his presence known, and you're just like,
exactly.
oh dang, I soiled myself.
Yeah,
He's
he
the
gets.
creepiest of all the Transformers in this show. It's just like I would not mess with him.
Well, I think was it Raph or was it no? It was Miko that grabs the
The
axe,
axe, because
and she's they were using it, but Soundwave gets the upper hand, and he yeah. He doesn't slump. That's the thing that I thought was really cool about this part right here, because he doesn't slump to their level. He doesn't try to hurt them. He's just trying to get them away from the computer, allow that. And but that's not how he works. He's like he just tries to get them away from the computer. Then he takes the axe, cuts the hard line so they can't interfere anymore, and then
Uh,
just kind of like, oh, you're beneath me. I'm not even going to waste a weapon on you. I
uh-huh.
liked that about Soundwave.
I just
He
well the
just
thing
he
is
pwned the whole situation, and he was like, he just it was better. It was just so
well
how he
see
handled the whole
with
situation was cool.
Soundwave, he has a job to do. Megatron gives him a job. He does it to the T. He doesn't
Hmm.
take any side trips like Starscream.
No.
He's just like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. That's how it's gonna be done.
Yeah.
You know? So yeah.
So he beats the kids at their own game, including the
Exactly.
photobomb thing that happens at the very
Ah,
end. It was great.
now wait, I think it's in season 2 that comes back into play.
Yeah.
I was just like, that is awesome. I thought it was just like a little gag, but then they used it to their advantage in the next season.
I'm
So
glad
it
that
was
they
kind of
did though,
cool.
because it just showed that Soundwave didn't just take that just to take it. It was like, I mean, because it kind of did look like, hey, I'm going to take a picture of you. Well, I'm going to take a picture back of you.
Bloop, bloop, bloop,
Beep, beep,
bloop.
beep, beep. Yeah, exactly. But it was just good because it was like there's more behind that with Soundwave. He wasn't just doing that for that. It's like, you know what? I'm going to take a picture because I might need to use that later. Thank you
Yeah.
very much.
I love how he uses the same audio as
Hmm.
Miko's phone. So
Yeah, yeah.
love it.
That's also what kind of brings in the creep factor, right?
You're just like, this guy, oh,
Yeah.
I love him. He's so
And he
cool.
continues. We'll probably gush about Soundwave for in future episodes. So yeah,
Oh, for
yeah.
sure.
He's really awesome. So
He could be on the screen for 2 seconds and we could talk about him for 5 minutes.
exactly. So Megatron wins. He opens the space bridge that they were trying to keep from, getting open, and it opens, and he launches the Dark Energon. Shed your tears now for Cybertron, cause it's Zombieland. Let the creep show, let the creep show begin. So what do they have? What do they have left to do but destroy the space bridge? But how will they do it? Raph raises his hand and he has the means to provide how to overload the bridge with the handy intel that he copied onto while they were at the giant-sized array. So all comes down to a jump drive. And Raph,
This to me was a little too convenient, but hey,
yeah, yeah,
we'll let
yeah,
it go.
it is what it is, right? So Ratchet pauses long enough to say, "Are you sure that this is the only way? Because that space bridge could be the only way back to Cybertron."
Mm,
Yeah, it's kind of got to go, Ratchet.
uh,
And instead of Prime running the Darkest Hour line, appropriately, it's Ratchet.
uh-huh.
So, Nicole, is this foreshadowing?
Slightly.
No spoilers, but yes, it is kind of slightly, just a little bit. Yeah. Okay, so the team splits up. The bots go to follow Ratchet's instructions as Prime takes on Megatron, because he's gonna do that, right? And yeah, they pull out the whole epic lines as they put the smackdown on, as the zombies are coming. Yeah, with Raph's help, Ratchet finds a weakness in the space bridge. Booyah. But, running interference
That's
Prime.
smarty pants,
Yeah,
Raph.
yeah. But back to the battle at hand. Starscream interrupts before a killing blow can be laid on Optimus, and Megatron realizes that, oh, you're the distraction. But
You
that's
just
all.
barely noticed this?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
How
But
many years has he known Starscream? Really?
yeah, yeah.
How many millions of years?
Or the other guys, the fact that they left is like, wait, wait, wait. You let the other guys go, but not Prime.
Yeah.
I can see where things are going on here. Yeah. So, but that's all Prime needs to get the upper hand. So, meanwhile, the weakness is reversing for the space bridge. You have to reverse the current. So, RC turns the wheel before getting blasted by Megatron as she floats off into
Yeah.
space.
Poor
No!
RC, not RC.
No, not our girl, man. Not our girl.
We finally get a cool girl.
I
And
know.
he blasts her away.
It's just not right, man. It's not right at all. Ugh. So Ratchet readies the ground bridge as the space bridge starts to tear itself apart because it's overloading, yo. And they jump from the space bridge in time to fall to their escape route. Bumblebee grabs RC on the descent, Meanwhile, Megatron is at the event horizon of the space bridge to see his dark minion army almost at the threshold.
Let me tell you, that was like one of the coolest things that you could see on screen.
Oh yeah, because he's
Like I
like
said, if you
reaching
can watch
his
this on
hands
a
out.
big
Yeah,
screen, you've got to find the biggest screen because the colors and the lighting and just the music and everything that's coming together in just this 15 seconds, you're just like, this is gorgeous. This is beautiful animation. I
yeah,
loved it.
yep. And I liked the fact that he was reaching out and he was like practically touching the
Uh-huh.
hands of the guy, and I thought
Uh-huh.
that is creepy, yo.
Yeah, but the thing is, after I was watching it again today, I'm like, I really feel sorry for Megatron.
Yeah, you kind of do because like
I'm
these
just
are
like,
all
all
his,
this work,
you know.
and he's so close.
Yeah, yeah. And
Yeah.
that's at the point when it explodes. Oh,
Yeah.
snap.
Mm-hmm.
So in the
Bye bye,
end,
Meg.
Starscream's speeches about Megatron's demise, because this is what Starscream does. As the bots return with the injured RC, Prime is sure Megatron didn't survive Ground Zero. Wanna bet?
Listen,
And
it's Megatron.
yeah,
I've said this before. As long as he has his brain and his spark, Megatron will always be alive.
very true. Very true.
Hmm.
And Awake Fowler thanks Prime for the save on his account and the Earth's, and then he leaves. And now they have no way home. They are here to stay. They will defend themselves, humanity, and ultimately their new home. Booyah!
Yeah.
So, for an opening show back in the day, were you hooked at this point, Nicole?
Oh, for sure. For sure. It's just like, oh, wow. Because there was a scene at the very end with Jack and RC when we thought RC was dead. And
Yeah.
I just about lost it. I about let the tears flow. I'm like,
Oh,
no,
yeah. It's like we already
no,
lost
this,
Cliff Jumper.
no. I'm just like, this is not how it's supposed to be. Yeah, it's a very emotional, very good five-parter for sure.
Yeah. I have to agree with you there. I was I was pretty happy with it. I was like, if this is the way every episode after this is going to be, I'm going to have a hard time not getting every single one of these episodes and loving them.
Exactly.
Oh my
Exactly.
gosh. Oh goodness. But yes. Yeah. It was all downhill from there. I was just kidding.
No.
No, actually, we had some really good episodes after this, and we will be highlighting those between now and the time that we hit them. I can't wait to get to them. So yeah, yeah, that's us.
One of my favorites is Two Away.
Yeah,
Two Away.
scrap
Yeah.
heap.
You gotta love the scraplets.
Yeah. The first time we've heard the name for years. Now we
Uh-huh.
finally actually get to meet them.
And
That
you're
was
just like,
pretty
oh, they're
cool.
so cute.
It's
Rare,
like
cute, cuddly
a cross
things.
between something cute and the Langoliers. We'll
Exactly.
get to that in a next episode, right? Yeah, cool. All right, well, that is us. That is the end of Darkness Rising, the opening explosive episode of Transformers Prime. Next time is our first regular episode, and we'll see you that review. Ciao.
Aloha.
Bye bye.